Good evening and welcome back to Be Rich. My friend Dilip and me decided to record one more video before he leaves to Bangalore. And this video is very close to our heart because we discussed this many years ago. Today everybody is talking of electric vehicles. I think we discussed this 5 years back. You went to US at that time,
Yes,
so you had to come up with a lecture of a Stanford
Professor.
professor, which is still available and very popular in the
YouTube.
YouTube. The man who Dilip was referring to was Tony Sheba. He was talking about a series of presentations where he showed the picture of New York in 1904 or 1910, and within 1 year he showed another picture. In the first picture, the road was full of horse and carriages and one car, and within 1 year the road was full of cars and only one horse and pony, one pony and carriage. So what he was trying to argue is that once there's a cutoff and the level is reached, the level of transformation rapidly moves,
Yes.
and before the blink of an eye, the transition would have taken
It's
place.
difficult to foresee when that will happen.
But
Even the insiders may fail to notice that it's happening.
it's happening,
Uh,
and when it really moves like that, then the overnight the changes are made and everybody can see it. So he is talking about two things. One is about electric vehicles. Now everybody is talking about it. And the other thing is he is saying that grid is dead. For a period of time in the foreseeable, there will be no electricity grid at all. People will generate their own power. In fact, in that video, he talks about a future date in which a car can charge a house and a house can charge a car.
yeah.
And you can trap power from the sun and manage to do 24 hours with it. It looked like a fantasy then, but we took him seriously and it has moved very fast. Lot of solar rooftop installations,
He is predicting it from 2010.
2010, and
Uh,
this is now we are in the year 13, and things have moved faster than what he has predicted. So even he is surprised by the rate at which it's predicted. And why did we pick up this topic for discussion today? Is yesterday happened to be the birthday of Maria Telekas. Maria Telekas is a Hungarian biophysicist and one of the first persons to show that energy can be trapped from the sun using sodium. And today, very lithium ion batteries will be replaced by sodium ion batteries. Still, don't have the technology to pack it.
it's already there. It's only thing it will keep increasing. Energy density will keep increasing, and it will come on par with lithium ion in next 2 3 years.
So,
So we will have manufacturers launching sodium ion batteries for electric cars in next 2 3 months.
so basically, and today it happened to be Maria Telika's birthday. Maria Telikas was the first person to show that you can trap energy from the sun and store it and use it. She was born in Hungary. She moved to the US in 1930s and was working in Cleveland and from Cleveland Clinic, and from there she came to Massachusetts Institute of Technology where she demonstrated that sodium can trap solar. Again, she was a prolific inventor. She had more than 20, 30 patents. And with an architect who was her partner, they designed the first solar house,
Yeah,
which kept the house
warm.
warm even during the brutal Massachusetts winter. And she became very popular. And she became too popular for the dean of Massachusetts Institute of Technology, and she was sacked. And then she attracted money from the Ford Foundation, which asked her to invent a universal solar cooker, which would help people cook various kinds of cuisine, and she was very successful at that. She went to the University of New York in engineering and then on to the University of Delaware. One of her most important inventions, which saved a lot of life, is the use of solar pump in using sodium in inflatable boats, which airmen jump off in an accident into the sea, and which means even if you get onto a boat, you need to survive for days before somebody could locate
Recovered.
you.
Yeah.
And what she did is she deliver using the sun. She had a small equipment which converted seawater into potable water. So using that, people could convert seawater to drinking water. The world is full, when you're in the sea, there's lot of water, but nothing to drink. You need water to drink, otherwise you will die. And fresh water is what is required. So she found in that dingy a small device that would convert salt water into
Desalinate the water.
desalinate the water. This is her range, and she is the mother of all this sodium ion battery we are talking about. Anyway, what did Tony Shabazz say? Now that you come to Tony Shabazz.
So, according to him, when number of technologies come together in scale and in cost,
Mm,
it will cause a disruption, right? Like 2008 was when the first iPhone was launched.
mm.
So why was it not launched earlier, and why was it on 2008? The number of technologies like sensors, lot of cost of sensors came down, panels
Glass.
came down. So it came together, and Apple was able to put together, and no one could predict prior to that
Yeah,
Nokia
there was the Corning
would be
glass.
eliminated.
The special type of glass was
Yeah.
also made for them. Yeah.
Uh, so in case of electric vehicles or green energy, the same perfect storm is actually forming. We are not able to see because we are in the midst of it. Uh, Energy production cost is rapidly coming down. The solar energy cost, the efficiency is going up. Uh, if you look at the graph of last 15-20 years, it's gone down by 99%. Uh, it's beyond anyone's imagination. Actually, right now, solar energy is the cheapest energy you can get uh, in whatever form. Uh, in few years, it will be almost cost will almost come down to zero. Cost of production will almost come down to zero. In combination, the storage cost is also coming down. The battery storage cost with multiple technologies coming up. Tesla was a trendsetter that he pioneered electric cars, and that left no option for the legacy players to jump onto that bandwagon. So everyone wants to launch electric cars. So cost of batteries is coming down, cost of green energy is coming down,
Mm.
right? And electric car is a very simple product compared to combustion
Engine. It's a
engine
very
product.
simple product.
Easy to maintain, easy to make.
But what will be the cost of car? The Tatas have made a car which is sub 10 lakhs.
Yeah.
With when they have Nexon is 15. They are saying Tigor will be.
So right now the battery cost is about 60% of the car cost.
Okay.
It's coming down. As and when the battery costs keep going down, the car cost keeps coming down.
So you expect
So
that
in
in
another,
5 years a 5 lakh car.
yeah, I think it will be possible. And next 2-3 years, you will have an equivalent ICE car and cost-wise an equivalent electric car. You don't have to pay a premium or additional cost for
Today
an
we have to
electric
pay a
car.
premium.
Right now, there is a delta. You have to pay a premium because the battery costs are still high.
Hmm.
So it's not actually following the Moore's law, though it's coming down. It's taking a bit more time for the cost to come down, but it's on the right track. And there are a lot of very interesting technologies that are being tried out and prototyped. And next 5 years, apart from lithium ion, you'll find multiple other chemistries and
That is
battery
one is
battery
sodium.
storage.
Well, we know that sodium ion.
Sodium ion is one. The for stationary storage, right? For the grid level storage, there is liquid batteries, chemical batteries, which are already in the market. So there's multiple things that are coming together. So 3 years or 4 years, 5 years is difficult to predict. It's definitely going to happen. This
But one
disruption, this
trend
is the biggest disruption we have seen
in
ever.
your lifetime.
Yes.
But I have seen many disruptions.
This is like mother of all disruptions.
No, no, no.
Energy will get disrupted.
The biggest disruption I have seen.
Transportation will get disrupted.
Oh,
So
but the biggest disruption I have seen is email and phone. I never thought telephone will die. When I was in college, also when we were in college
yeah,
together.
it is. But this is going to affect each and every guy. Guy on the street, a street vendor on the
Yeah, he is affected. He is getting payment through digital technology. He can access phone. We never thought it was
yeah,
possible.
this will those were helpful, but this will physically help everyone improve their standard of living.
Does this will it help climate change also?
Yes.
It will halt climate change.
Yeah, as we move away from burning fossil fuels, greenhouse emissions will reduce, and it will help that cause. Yes. So it's not actually driven by that intention.
It is
Just
not. It has to.
just the economic reasons,
It,
right? And
it has to be economically rational for it to
technology and economic reasons, it will happen, and this will be a byproduct that the greenhouse emissions will
be a
reduce.
byproduct of this. But what I can see for sure is that the scooter market is 30% new sales is 30% now in electric. I see in the next 5 years one less than 10% in
Yeah,
ICE.
we will see rapid exponential growth in this.
And even autos, I think, will become electric.
Yeah, and
But the problem is going to be in cars. That's where I see the challenge.
we are looking at 3-4 years even for cars. Already, a lot of road transport corporations are introducing buses, intercity buses, with a distance up to 250 kilometers, electric buses,
So
and
say
they are finding
Bangalore.
it's actually cheaper than running diesel buses.
So Bangalore to Mysore will become a.
Bangalore, Mysore, Bangalore, Kurg.
Coorg is 500 kilometers,
No,
no?
it's about 300 kilometers.
300 kilometers. But if it's a 300-kilometer radius, then you will see Madras, Trichy, Madras.
Yeah,
A lot of places will become.
and we will see more and more as the range increases, more of it, because the diesel cost is a big operational expense for
Yes,
transport
yes, yes,
corporations.
yes, yes.
So this itself will tip it over.
So I'm sure I can hope that in my lifetime this will change.
Yeah, I think much earlier than our life ends, I think we will see this happening.
And this will be the mother of all transformations.
Yes, and positively, it's going to impact each and every human being across the
I
globe.
never thought I will ride an electric vehicle. I have already ridden an electric vehicle. That itself is a change. I thought it will come from past my lifetime. The biggest changes I have done an electric vehicle. That itself is a remarkable thing.
Yeah, 5 years back, you wouldn't have thought that it will
No, I
happen,
wouldn't
right?
have thought. I wouldn't have thought I would. I did a Tesla in Dubai or one of those places. So I never thought it was possible. And I never thought, like in my office, about our office, 4, 5 people have
Electric
electric
scooters.
scooters. I have taken a ride on them. The only problem in electric scooter, it makes no noise.
Many models make they artificially introduce that noise as a safe. And many countries have a safety regulation. It has to make some noise. So
No, but in
some
India, we are used to a lot of noise.
India, it's a high risk thing if it doesn't make
Yes.
noise.
But the point remains that you can buy Tata Power, the Tata Group. TVS is too expensive at this point of time. Bajaj, and you can buy the Amal Raja and Excite, both of whom are going to make lithium ion batteries. But it's very difficult to find who is going to be winners. You have to be
Yeah, it's still in the initial
little stage.
stages.
Yeah,
We won't know which company will end up dominating the
this
storage
market,
market.
because what is really going to hurt is the auto spare parts, because
Component makers.
component makers will
So
be in serious trouble, because a lot of.
even for the sellers, more than selling the service is their main source of income.
Yeah, and so
That will
then,
take a big hit as the
because
proportion of electric vehicles increases.
see, electric vehicles don't require as much as service.
No oil change,
No,
filter change,
no oil
nothing.
change, no filter change. One, it doesn't break down as much, and number of parts are far lesser. So, what will component manufacturers do? I am absolutely baffled. I'm watching this, But I'll try to give that link of the Tony Sheba video below that you can see the original. And we saw now there are more than several lakh views in that, but we saw it in the first less than the first 1 lakh. So you have a fair idea of what we are talking about. Thank you for watching Beerage. I hope you like this video as much as we did in making it. Kindly subscribe to our channel, turn on the bell notification. If you do not turn on the bell notification, you will not be notified every time we put out a video. I urge you to send this video to your friends and relatives. Thank you for supporting Beerage.
Thank you.
I want to thank all of you for supporting our event in Oman with great enthusiasm. A lot of people turned up in Oman, and a place where I don't have much influence. I wish to thank all of you for your support. The next event is going to be in Qatar, Doha. The event is scheduled for the last week of January. Those who would like to meet me in person in Qatar, Doha, or come to our event in Doha can send their request to the mail ID given below or contact the WhatsApp number flashing on the screen. My team will respond to you. See you in Qatar in the last week of Jan. It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to brechenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.